Good morning, treasure hunters. I am starting to love sitting here and having my coffee in the mornings and do my treasure hunting at that time. So I know in my bio it says buy me a burrito, but it's really buy me a coffee. It's the platform, and I still drink a lot of coffee. So if you want to buy me a coffee, that'd be dope. Don't forget to subscribe, like, do all that stuff. Okay, that's out of the way. Let's get to the part you really came for, which is the reaction, not recap, of the second episode of Golden Greed. In the second episode, they got into a lot of details regarding the loss of life that happened around the Forrest Fenn hunt. Now, I think that everybody recognizes that was really sad. However, I do believe in a certain level of personal responsibility that everyone has. Those people made those choices. That was up to them to decide, and people live their lives the way they're going to live them. Forrest Fenn is of a different generation. In our generation, we would call it fuck around and find out. Even though those events were so tragic, there was so much good that came out of the Forrest Fenn treasure hunt. What would have really been tragic is if the hobby of treasure hunting stopped completely. I know that this has personally given me a bright spot and something to look forward to, and a unique thing to research and have fun doing. I'm meeting a lot of people over the web that I would have never met before, and I hope that some of these people turn into my longtime friends. And I know that was the experience that happened for a lot of the Fenn hunters. So let's talk about safety for a minute. I'm going to read from the book, There's Treasure Inside, what John Collins Black has said about safety. I'm going to hold the book in my hand and going to read it. So it's word for word what he said about safety. And most of the treasure hunts that I've seen that have come out since There's Treasure Inside has been released have been following the same safety rules. To the book. I have hidden none of our 5 treasure boxes in a dangerous place. By this, I mean it is not hazardous to arrive at any box, nor does any box reside in a perilous spot. No box is hidden under any body of water. You do not need to get into a raft or canoe or a water vessel of any kind to come to or find any of our treasure boxes. No box is precariously close to a swift current or a high or dangerous ledge, and you will not need to scale a cliff or rock face to find a box. Book closed. Now, in addition to that, he's also said that no treasure is hidden more than 3 miles as the crow flies. So that's not along the trail 3 miles. 3 miles, if you drew a line from your car to the treasure, it would be no more than 3 miles from the nearest road crossing. That's a huge safety plus. I also seem to recall there being like a rule about how many X feet off of the trail the treasure could or could not be hidden, but I can't find that anywhere, so I feel like I'm making that shit up. But if anybody else remembers that and wants to hit me with that fact, please do before I have to go back and rewatch all the interviews again. So yeah, to sum it up, my reaction is you are responsible for your personal safety when you are engaging in hobbies that require going into the wilderness, hiking, camping, rappelling, all of those things. They are inherently dangerous, which is what makes them fun. Also, speaking of danger, dynamite, that's pretty dangerous. So don't go blowing any shit up. If you are new to treasure hunting and you're not normally going for hikes and exploring it, take a class at your local REI. They have all kinds of classes. I am not getting paid for endorsing REI yet. REI, hit me up. They have lots of classes and groups that go out. Maybe they'll even start a treasure hunting group if there are enough people that are interested, and or you convince enough people that treasure hunting is awesome. In the coming weeks, I'm going to be sharing a lot of videos of what I pack when I go for a day hike. So essentially, when I go boots on the ground, never been looking for treasure before, but geocaching, yes. And I'll be showing you guys everything that I pack in my day pack for a lovely hike in the woods, how I pack my very sophisticated first aid kit, and I say that with all sarcasm intended. It is a Ziploc bag with a bunch of shit in it, and how to be prepared for that lovely hike that you're expecting, but also what I put in my bag in case shit hits the fan and something goes wrong. You don't have to go out and buy all the gear in the world, but there are some things that you should definitely have.